Who among us did, in fairness? Vibration, definitely. Blood, definitely. Pro Logic 2, yeah, why not? Ah, right. So you can actually still go for the... Normal is not the word I would use to describe the camera of Metal Gear Solid. Own view. Is reverse... Does that refer to the controls? Because I feel like the up and down, that's what that refers to. Finally being able to... Yeah, that must be inverted then. Finally actually being able to fucking invert this is a blessing. Yeah, I mean, for me, it is the camera, because just, you know, it's been my biggest gripe with the first two. Actually, no, I think it's the kind of, like, attempt to do first person that they, like, Kojima tries to add in the second one that kind of annoys me, I think, more than anything else. Well, this is interesting. I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. No. I like MGS1. I mean, it's not really black and white. I like MGS2. That's definitely not black and white. I like MGS3. Well, we're not decided yet. Is this meant to be like a difficulty setting, or is this meant to be... Is this trying to put me on the spot? Trying to kind of gauge, like, where I am with the series? I had original PS2 network adapter and have vague memory of downloading camouflage patterns. Huh. Where do I go with this? Because I'd be lying to myself if I was to say that I like MGS2. I mean, out of the two, I'd say that I probably prefer MGS1. But is this like a kind of storyline thing? Like, is it going to, like, bounce me back to the start to give me, like, an overview of what's going on? Because I imagine, like, maybe that's the case, like, with MGS3, that it will bypass, like, a bunch of stuff and I can just get onto playing it. Ooh. I'll say, for the sake of brevity, because I'm guessing it's just based in terms of, like, what storyline kind of plot beats you'll give me, I'll say I like MGS2, even though I don't particularly agree with that statement. I like MGS1. This has the opening cinematics of the Virtuous Mission with Snake clean shaven. This has the opening cinematic version of Snake wearing the Raiden mask. This choice has no cosmetic effects on the opening sequence, but beating the game with this starting choice unlocks all the special features. And this, my first one, where has none of these effects. Thank you very much. I'll go then with... I like this choice is no comment from in the game with this starting choice and the special, because I don't care about the special features, because I'm not going to play this again. I'll go with playing for the first time then, and we won't have any, like, special effects. Normal, thank you very much. We're not doing this on hard, because I think normal keeps it consistent, because I'm pretty sure I did it normal for MGS2 as well.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Let me know if the audio is okay. Thank you, Maria. Now get off the screen. You have a headache. You're poorly. I imagine there's a YouTube video somewhere that has all of that, so yeah, maybe we'll look at that at the end.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization.
Now, I will say one thing. I didn't really check to see how the emulation of this was going to handle, so we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants in terms of if this works okay and everything. Otherwise, we really will be waiting on that HD pack to be released. I mean, MGS2 worked for the most part fine, so...
Put out that cigar. interior connector. Put on your mask.
Now, one thing, like, going into this,
Know what he's doing?
did people know that, like, this wasn't Snake, that this was Big Boss? Like, was it one of the things where you had to start playing the game to kind of learn that kind of stuff? Or was it sort of going in, people sort of realized, that, like, you know, this wasn't Snake, except it is in everything other than name? Okay.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Oh, it was marketed as such, right. Because, like, I have more of a frame of reference for MGS2 and how, like, the release and the kind of fallout from that than I just, like, MGS3 in terms of its release is a complete blank space for me. Because I wasn't really, I think around the time that this game came out, which was, what, like 2004, 2005, was probably my quietest period in terms of video games played. Like, I think I was still just playing, like, No Mercy non-stop and Tekken 5, maybe? And that was about it. I really wasn't playing a lot of video games at the time.
Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
Yeah, I guess with the fallout with, like, Raiden and everything.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Ah. What beautiful years they were, Chaz.
Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Well, I wonder if, like, the trailer, if it was the kind of thing, like maybe it looked more like a tech demo or something, because I imagine, obviously, this and, like, Final Fantasy 10 and 12 are probably, like, the best-looking games on the system. Yeah, I know it's a Kojima game, alright? We're aware.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh shit, it's
The head
Raiden.
of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of
He
initiative.
likes to ask questions as well.
You know, don't get
That is
cocky.
consistent
We're
between them.
training up.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau. one of the
Like, I know, obviously, Snake Eater, the theme, is very kind of Bond influenced, but, like, this game as a whole, my impression of it from what I've played and what I've read and what I've, like, listened to over the years, like, this is just Kojima doing as close as he can to, like, a Connery, more era Bond film, but obviously still with the kind of wacky shenanigans and flavorings that a Kojima would put into such a game.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man
I do like the
most
visual filter.
responsible for the multi-engine cluster used
Like, someone's taken the film and then strained, like, a tea bag over it and then left it for a year.
After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything
I have
coherent.
no frame of reference for 24, so that's lost to
It was
me.
only a week later that we had something much bigger.
Oh,
on
what the fuck the Apocalypse Now influence would be.
Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying...
Oh, President Kennedy is canon in this game. How about that?
Cuba. President
Ah, shit. Does that mean his son's canon as well? Ah, fuck's sake.
At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the
Look, I don't watch TV, and I just couldn't be bothered with 24. What do you want me to tell you?
The Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
It was a double bluff.
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
It just makes a really nice chicken stew, and they needed that original recipe.
We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind
I'm guessing this is like an Origins of Metal Gear kind of story sort of thing we're doing here. I realize it probably sounds incredibly obvious, but just speculating for what I'll get up to in 10 hours' time.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yask, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
Ah, big boss. No, you're a funny one.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been...
I'm hoping the MGS timeline is more coherent than, shall we say, like the Zelda timeline. I don't feel like it deals in any kind of like split parallel versions of the same story. Oh, right, that's me. Yeah, coherent in linearity, yeah.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yask in the
Nice.
mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
That's very cool. Very cool. Kojima, good touch.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete,
Gonna be pressing R1 for the rest of the game now, just to see where that sort of thing happens.
once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be
Like a
pumped
Fulton?
into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
Yeah, it's a Fulton, yeah.
Recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy.
I have more of a frame of reference with MGS5 when it comes to that.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
For shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You're
You'll
fucked.
be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Just, you know, go around, do a refuel, and then come back for me. Who would sign up for this kind of work, you know? Long-term like the health insurance alone. Smooth. Off to a flying start though, huh? Big boss? How many times am I going to call him Snake throughout this playthrough? Ah, it's like Breath of the Wild. That's where Nintendo got it from. Ah, now Kojima. There we are. Oh, so I can't just call him Snake, though. Alright. I forgot how does this how does the codec look in this? Oh yeah, it's this kind of style. I fucking love how this looks.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked Snake,
I'll be
that's the
referring
one.
to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me
Should that
Major
not have
Tom.
been discussed before now?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly
Again,
am I
surely all these things should have been discussed
You
kind of
can issue a
pre-briefing.
knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio.
I guess this part here must have been kind of jarring because, like, you know, you got the voice of David Hayter, but the Colonel's obviously gone. So I guess that must have been quite jarring.
I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
All right, time for some gameplay, possibly. Yeah, look at this. We're moving. All right. Yeah, that certainly feels like a third-person controller. Nice. Like, even just looking at the way, because obviously, like, immediately the biggest difference between this and the first two Metal Gears is the kind of, like, solid, cube-like kind of nature of the way that rooms are laid out. And this is obviously based in nature. And I can't see how that top-down camera would have worked. So, I mean, I think it goes without saying that the fact that we got, like, a re-release with an updated camera kind of explains that it probably didn't work. Where is... Oh, there we go. How are we climbing? Totally winged it, but it worked.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer.
Do we not have the triggers anymore?
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly.
I mean, I could just not get any
Keep an eye
wounds.
on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife.
Fuck yeah, gonna find me some flowers, shoot him with a trank.
Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it.
I guess this is the
Suppressor's
60s, huh?
durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence.
Once again.
Equipment, footprints, sweat, or
Built
bodily waste.
like this should have been made clear beforehand.
Cartridges too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind.
This is a little bit rough, isn't it? Look at hell.
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member
How the fuck are they recording that in the 60s? What tech are we working with here?
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name.
All right, controller's going down. I guess we're rolling with this for a while.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was
Exposition.
the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
No, I'm
Talk to me.
saving pennies where I can at the moment, so Steam sale was quiet for me.
72 days.
But you know,
18 hours.
there will be plenty of other Steam
You've
sales.
lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can.
I'm hoping Street Fighter
I know all
6
about
gets
it.
a fairly decent discount, like towards the end of the summer, hopefully.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission.
Hmm.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting.
I do want to play that.
I taught you all I
I
could.
do want to play that. It's on, it's a discount, like launch price discount, isn't it?
Techniques.
Is it 11, 15 quid?
What about
Somewhere
how
around
to
there.
Think like a soldier.
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just
I do want to
because
catch my
soldiers
fish
are on
and
the
then
same
feed it
side
at a
of
sushi
the
restaurant that
doesn't
later that
mean it
night.
always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They
Not
change
sure how I
with
feel.
time.
We're already
Yesterday's good might be
what?
tomorrow's evil.
We're half an hour deep in, and there's been about what, 2 minutes of
it had
gameplay.
nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders.
Hey, a knife is a perfectly an efficient way. Save your bullets, you know.
But you're
Or
looking for a
harpoons.
reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end.
Excellent
there's no
response,
point in
Snake. Very
believing in
eloquent.
anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Whoa, shit. Fuck. I skipped a lot of text there. Oh, well, never mind. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Snake, try to remember some of
Oh yeah, CQC. I forgot about this. Let me go CQC and alligator.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Look at those eyes. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so we do still have the trigger options. Oh, you can do the knife and the gun. Nice. Alright, that's some good CQC in there. Actually, you can chop at the grass. That's quite nice. Nice little effect. Oh, right. Okay, so square and circle. Give us a combination. First person looks good. Left bumper resets the camera. And fake death pills will kill me. What more does a boy need? I mean, there's a tremendous kind of sense of atmosphere, like, you know, compared to again the first two. Like the way this presents itself is tremendous. Which again, I'm kind of curious. Like, you know, I think I might have to go and look at some of this game from the original Snake Eater footage and kind of see just like what the fuck were they thinking that a top down. Oh shit! Hello. How's it going? Alright. How to approach this then? We got one boy there. Chaz. And you call yourself a vegetarian. Can I do a stab, stabby, stabby? Can I get close and do a stab? Oh, no, that's not good. Hide it. Yeah, you just do circles. You just do laps on yourself. That's fine. Alright. That doesn't look like a stable surface, so first question is, if I walk in it, can I get out? Okay, so it slows you down. Alright. I do see a box of something rotating over there, so I do want to try and get over there. Tell you what, let's have a laugh. Let's just save, because who knows what's going to happen here.
The gauge below your life gauge.
That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for to save. Just give me a save. Never mind. Should go to the one that says save.
Saving the game, Snake?
You do both functions. There we are. I mean, they look fairly slow, so I'm running. Surely I can run over there, get it, and then get out and not entirely die. Like, partially die, that's fine. Alright. Let's go for broke. Oh! Alright. I'd say we made it through that fairly in one piece. What the fuck did I even collect there? Calorie mate block. Scrumptious. What do they even get there? Oh wait, I do have a sonar. Sensor that detects animals with sound. Press L3 to emit waves. Consumes battery while used. Okay, motion detector. Does not detect or consumes battery power while used. For fuck's sake, I hate the 60s. Get me back to at least 1998, please. Oh, hello. I see a snake. Hi there. Can I kick your face off? Surely I can stab you. Yeah. Fucking have some of that. Thank you very much. Some delicious snake rations. Ah, so far so good. Flying through this. I gotta work my way up to that yet. I'm gonna wait till I'm a bit hungry. Then I become Snake Eater.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a
So no violence.
Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your
I'm
face.
hoping this isn't a
Choosing
water
camouflage
temple
that
type
blends in with
situation where I'm going to be
will
spending
help you
half the game in the
conceal yourself
menus.
more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
I become one. I've got this. What I don't got is remembering that it's circled to woodland. Woodland is good. Leaf is really good. Look at that. Black is not so good. What is black? That is very black indeed. Alright. Give myself a fighting chance here. So you fuckers are way off over there. Now, obviously, the big issue here is I don't have any kind of, I mean, I guess I do have the radar, but I don't know what the battery life is like, so just diving into that is in the way. And I can't see shit, so that's no good. I feel like this game is going to be way more methodical than the first two. Whoop. Easy now, easy now. Come on, camera. Work with me a little bit here. No, no, no. Work with me a little bit here, camera. You. Is this it? The next 12 hours? Is this what I've got to look forward to? Waiting for the slowest AI path to do its round? Where am I? I mean, I can't go straight ahead, so I'm guessing there has to be like an option to go left or right here. Okay, I should be good for that, surely. I didn't come from this way. Whoa, hi there. Oh, sweet, sniper rifle, nice. Which I can't fucking use. So, as in terms of progression or advancing here, it's a straight line. Okay, great. I mean, maybe that'll come in use at some point. Where did this guy go? Oh. Didn't see anything. Didn't see anything. Oh, the controls are still not my friend.
Nobody here.
Okay, so how does the what? Detects an object's motion, does not detect stationary objects. Animals with sound waves. So I'm guessing motion detector is what I want. Oh Jesus! Hi, snake behind me. Like, I'm guessing snakes can do some... Jesus. Snake, what are you doing? Like, I'm guessing, as I was trying to say there, that snakes can do some damage to you, I presume. I did actually try Ground Zeroes, with even, like, you know, when it came out. I remember, I think I was actually round, Dave, who's on this chat as well. I think I played it with him, or I played it kind of on my own. Was that free? Was that free, like, bit of kit that they gave, or a bit of software? I feel like that was just a demo they gave you to kind of like try it. But yeah, I'm definitely still not where these controls want to be. But hey, we're here. We're trying. Hello, JF96. I'm just gonna call you Joe. You were here last week, weren't you, if I remember? Jazz, you were an MGS5 guy? I didn't think you were an MGS person at all. Certainly just going by kind of we've been chatting about over the last two games at least. Welcome to the chat, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping by. Well, we are a long way away from MGS4 happening, at least for the time being. All right, let's get moving. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I guess climbing up a tree probably doesn't help me too much. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. Well, I look forward to getting to Metal Gear 5 in about a year's time at this rate. I'm getting very kind of like sketchy about when I see the grass move, because it's like, is it a snake or is it? There's definitely a snake in here with me. Oh, you son of a bitch. You done European Extreme? Holy shit. That's hardcore. That, if I recall, that's if you get caught once, that's it, game over, right? Yeah, that's not happening on this stream, I'll tell you that much. So how do I see, well, like, where's my battery? Consumes battery power while used. Well, where is my battery? I'm sure that's a really stupid question. Oh, right, yeah, of course it's there. All right. See, the problem is I can't see see shit from here. This is absolutely not my type of game, but... Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not good.
Nothing here.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You done? You good? Yeah, he's good. That was risky. Didn't think I was gonna make that. So yeah, I was asking in the chat at the beginning of this stream about the HD collection, and is that like, is the HD collection basically using like the subsistence version of this, where you can kind of bounce between either the camera perspectives? Like, I'd have to imagine it would include that in there. I cannot fucking see a thing. Nope. I'm so gonna fucking roll into one of these guards at one point. Where am I even going? Not good. Not good. Nope, you saw not a fucking thing. Not for the moment. I'm gonna try and see how far I can get without without completely embarrassing myself. But I'm sure at some point it will happen. I guess I do have. Then I pick up. I swear I picked up vibrates when detecting life forms. Scope. No, I want the cigar, I want the scope. Okay, that's no good to me. Alright, whatever. There was a path up that way, so I'm gonna try and get over there. Because I'm wondering, I guess one thing is like how good the actual like visibility of the guards is. Oh great, camera is fuck. That's not good. That is good though. I like that. All right, we're through. Whoo, fuck me. So far, so good. We're at no deaths, no captures. I guess I do appreciate that it kind of forces you that, like, you cannot even attempt, gunfire, like, firing wet words. I can do words. I appreciate that you can't use any firearms at this point. And it really forces you into the stealth and kind of seeing that, like, this game wants to be a little more kind of slow paced compared to the other two. Crucially, I need to know what you're ordering. Right, that's what we need to know here. Okay, so food is in here. What does a snake give you? Reticulate. I've never seen that word before. Well, let's see what it does. So I know I have guns, but I know it's like you can't use them. Indian food. See now, right, for Indian food, I love Indian food, but I only ever get chicken korma. Like my taste buds I've gotten more used to kind of spicy food over the years, but I always just go for chicken korma because I like the taste of it. But with chicken kormas, it can be real hit and miss on where you get it. Like when you get a good chicken korma, it's the best fucking thing in the world. But I've had times where I've gotten it and it's just a little bit too bland for me. I think my cats are doing something in the background. Alright, so there's one guy here. And well, I'm guessing there's someone on the one on the bridge as well, right? Now, how do we do this? So with Madras, I tend to, like, if my partner or like someone else I'm with is getting a Madras, I'll definitely have a bit of theirs. See, that's it. That's what we need. That's the perfect view. I can see everything I need to see here. Now, Andrew, you said I have guns. As far as I'm aware, I can't fire, though. Like, firing is completely out of the question here. Like, we don't want to have any combat, because that, I'm guessing, triggers something that says, like, game over, but, you know, not game over, basically. Unless I'm wrong and I can, then fucking I'm firing away here. Well, you know what? Tell you what, let's get these guys to turn around and then see what our options are. Well, you know what? It isn't about what boss wants, it's about what I want. I'm the one here on the fucking battlefield. If she doesn't like it, she can come do it herself. Oh, I got an idea. I got an idea. I got an idea. I have an idea. Can I aim? Oh, that didn't entirely accomplish what I wanted it to accomplish. I was kind of hoping I could set off some bees. That wasn't the beehive, right? Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Snake, you're going the wrong way. What are you fucking doing, man? Work with me here, boy. Work with me. Alright, let's try again. I see it. There we go. Riggedy riggedy wrecked. Alright, how are we moving yet? If the frogs are like a dog tag sort of thing, I don't care. Do not care. I'm not here for that. Alright, are we good? I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, we're doing alright here. I apologize if you can hear kids screaming in the background. I live in an apartment complex, and during the summer, they're out to the late hours, just fucking screaming as kids do.
Abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
There's
No,
always
it's just
more.
that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
It was me!
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Alright, I'm guessing this is going to be a little bit more challenging than what we've had so far. Tell you what, let's get the old scope out and get a good sense of what we're working with here. Got one fucker over there. There's whatever has happened to this block over there. I saw one go there a second ago. And that's about as much as I'm getting out of this right now. Again, I wonder, like, with the top down, how the hell this would have been possible. I kind of get it. Oh, shit.
I'm seeing things.
Yeah, you are. It is kind of annoying that when like, you know, realism-wise, I get it. Yeah, if you were to lean in the grass, you wouldn't be able to see anything. But for the purpose of playing a video game, it's kind of annoying. Wow, the kids are really going for it tonight. Ooh, boy. Well, I tell you what, I guess I don't need the radar anymore. I can definitely tell someone's here. If I'd have known he would have come this way, I probably could have just stayed there, take him out, and then dragged him behind. Still, that's one out of the way. Whoa, hi. We're doing some Gregorian chants now while I play, I guess.
Nobody here.
Fairly confident I got him. I guess I didn't. Ah, right, we did get him. But can I get him away from there? Oh, lucky me. I can't see anyone else at the moment, though. How big is this area? The game really doesn't give you a lot to work with. Whoa! Hi! Hello! Okay, I guess I can be cool. No, this is not HQ. This is not HQ at all. Don't run away from me. I feel like I've taken the completely wrong approach with this. I thought even being caught was like game over.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
It was worth a shot, right? I didn't say my game plan was going to be flawless. Have you tried checking the grass?
Somebody there?
Yep, I guess. There we are. There's the one. This knife does shit. Alright, where the hell am I even going? Is there a way out of here? Pfft, Snake, what are you doing? Work with me here, boy. Oh, where is this fucking clown? Alright, can't climb up there. I will stab every single fucker in this country. Alright, so let's go back to the start. This kind of we'll all go back to our positions. We'll pretend none of this happened, and we'll just give this another crack, huh? Well, this is not good. This is not great. Snake, what the fuck are you doing?
Snake!
Major.
Snake, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're far from okay. Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
No, I can still.
See?
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Huh?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place. Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest.
Well, I tried that and they found me.
You recover with time.
Alright, this is... I mean, one or two things is going to happen here. Either I'm going to die, or can I go out and then come back in again? Let's see. I guess it doesn't. I was hoping that might reset, but I guess Kojima planned for that. That was quite the disaster. Do I have actually anything in the way of... Because I know that, like, the way health works in this game is a bit different. But it looks like I got nothing in the way of, like, medical supplies, so... Or my health can just regenerate. I didn't realize that was an option.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Go on, get out of here. I'm surprised my health is regenerating. Is that like because I'm on normal mode? Because I feel like that's a sort of easy mode thing. Or is it just because it's like the opening mission that they're just trying to be nice to me? I'm a bit surprised by that. Either way, I guess we're sitting here for the next minute while we wait for this to calm down. Oh, it's related to my stamina. Oh, right. It's a jam. There's definitely a pace with this game which is much more slower and methodical than the previous two. And not being a fan of stealth games to begin with, this is really working against what I kind of look for, but we're here now. This is happening. I can't get out of it. Alright, so the plan this time is we're going to try and go along the right side, because there's obviously nothing to the left that I could do. I didn't see anywhere, like, where the Solikov would have been, though. That's kind of the one problem I got.
Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
Also, I didn't realize, like, that the stamina... I thought, like, your food, that whole gimmick, stamina would go a lot quicker, would drain a lot quicker than it does. I don't know if it's, like, a thing, like, later on. Ah, Jesus Christ, Mark, what are you doing?
Radio, get us some backup.
Do you know what? Fuck this noise. Alright, that's one down, I guess. I can't believe it. I can't believe I gotta go fill this again. Good job, Mark. So as we wait another fucking 2 minutes for this to go down, how is everyone this evening? What's everyone playing at the moment? I was tempted to do a Final Fantasy 16 stream, but then I realized I could not be bothered to bring my PlayStation from the living room into my workspace. Oh boy. That was a bit too close for comfort.
What's wrong?
Wait, did that caution timer just reset itself? So I'm at the point now where I'm pretty much like just whatever point I want to go and deal with Ganon, I can go do that and finish Tears of the Kingdom, and I really should probably do that before anything else. But I think I'm coming up to like the end of the first act of Final Fantasy. I'm trying to kind of like put in an hour or two in the morning with that. I'm so kind of torn on Fight Forever because on one hand I feel like the gameplay will satisfy what I need, but I feel like it's so lacking in other areas that I can't stomach the idea of putting 60 quid down for that at the moment. So I'm really kind of just like waiting to see like when they do a roadmap and what that looks like and what the price plan for that is before I make any kind of decisions on that. And Stray's fun. Stray is it's a really good PS Plus game to have. We really enjoyed it in the house. Certainly not a fucking Game of the Year contender or all the kind of nonsense that went on with that, with the Keeleys and whatnot. But it's a perfectly serviceable game. So yeah, have fun with that. And Diablo 4. I definitely got you right. I definitely shot you.
Just my imagination.
Was the tranquilizer your imagination? Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's a weird one. Like, it's not turn-based. It's very, you know, it's at times it feels like a weak MMO. At times it feels like a weak Platinum Games character action hack and slash. But it does have certain hallmarks. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The voice acting is really solid. Like, the overall presentation is pretty good. But it's a weird game. It's so linear. It's so fucking linear. Like, it's just not what you expect from a Final Fantasy game, for better and for worse. Was that a PS5 only release? I thought it came to PC as well. Wait, was 15 a PS4 only release? Boy, I feel like I'm really taking a chance here, just kind of standing out in the open, but I don't know where I need to go. I feel like maybe the stairs up there is the way. At least I can see this guy. And it's like, you know, with Final Fantasy 16, like, it has a leveling up system, but the game is so linear that that doesn't mean anything. It's kind of like the issue I have with God of War Ragnarok, where you're, you know, like, upgrading abilities and, you know, adding attack points, but you don't really feel like that does anything. And it's kind of the same thing here, where you're getting stronger, but there's no way to really kind of register that anything's actually happening.
Who's that? What's going on? Radio.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Oh, come on. Ugh. I saw a ladder as well. I bet that ladder was where I needed to go. God damn it. How is the PSVR 2 treating you? I haven't really heard anyone talk much about it. So yeah, I'm kind of curious how that is. That's the thing with the combat on Final Fantasy. It feels like such a hollow experience where, like, the combat is so basic, and then they kind of throw in, you know, 1,000 different particle effects, and they make it look very flashy to really sort of like overcompensate for kind of how basic the combat is. And I kind of don't mind it. Like, in the boss fights, it's fine, but you just have those kind of like MMO parts where, and I know that like the team of FF14 works on this. You're going to a open world area, and you'll just have like waves of certain enemies just kind of standing around doing fuck all, and you'll go, and it's just like grinding basically, and it feels really surface level. And those kind of parts there is like where it really shows the cracks of the game. But I do think the story, and I like the character of Clive, and I think Sid is a really compelling character, and I think the two play off each other really well. It is great. It's just they're really kind of like around the drawing board thinking like, right, what do we call him? And just Clive. There, we got it. And the one thing I was saying, and I was making yeah, I mean, the thing with like Guardians of the Galaxy though is like it doesn't have the template of like Final Fantasy games to work to kind of draw back from. So when you're playing, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is like a standalone title, so it could be open world, it could be
This is HQ.
Control here. We're under enemy fire.
you're not. You're not. You're really not.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
God, grief. But yeah, like Final Fantasy, you know, you're typically used to it being an open world type experience. So to go to this kind of level select super linear experience is just really weird. Oh yeah, VR in hot weather probably isn't the best idea, is it? I could imagine at some point that this Clive bit does become a Grievous Clive. I mean, do you want to call him Ifrit Clive? I think you could do that. Why the fuck is everyone? Why did my caution go up? Why did it reset? This game is testing my patience. And that is another thing that's really weird as well, is like you don't really have a party system of any time. It is just it's just you play as Clive, you know, and then just kind of different people turn up. And that's also really like very jarring. It's very weird. Oh boy. Tell you what, I was really on pace for like the first hour or so of this game, and we've just kind of grinded to a halt for like the last 30 minutes or so. This caution system is painful. Like, I get it, you know, it is trying to punish you for being caught, but it's too slow. And the fact that it seems to just kind of reset at random as well is I'm not a fan. But I hid them so well in the grass. And they themselves are camouflage. They should never have been found. Alright, once more with feeling, gentlemen.
This is HQ.
Oh, well, not really, no, because like there's more guards roaming around. And I don't think they're following like a specific, like, should we say nav mesh path or anything. So I think it's easier, like I feel like I'm probably more likely to be caught during the caution phase, and I'm better off just waiting until they go back to their regular cycles and then just trying again that way. I was quite ambitious there. I'd be surprised if I got away with this.
Nobody here.
Holy shit. Wow. Where are you? There he is. Do I just completely avoid combat and just go for the ladder and just try and just not fucking engage? Maybe that's what the game has been trying to tell me this whole time. Violence is not the answer. Or I could just get him in the head. Should have just gone for that as well. Alright, I'm just gonna better be safe than sorry. How are we climbing? How are we climbing? Where the fuck am I trying to get to? I saw a guard there a second ago. Yeah, there you are. Ooh, shit. Hi. Not good. Not good. Ah, fuck's sake. Is he in here? I just want to know where he is. Right, that's where I need to get to. Okay, at least I know now. Can I get up the ladder? Oh, hi. Okay. I guess that's Kojima's answer to that question. Ah, you fucker. Coming through here, through here. Alright. This sucks. This sucks. Alright, back on board. Like, they're not going to come in here. I don't think they are.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
You coming here? You want some of this? No, you don't want any of this. Up you go, up you go. No, no one's here. Okay. We're back here at least. This is, I'm considering this progress. I'm also doing my first save state because I'm starting to lose my patience with this thing. Now, technically, I think... Okay, there's one guy up here. But I'm wondering, I might be able to just drop straight down there. Wait, who even... Fuck you. No, Ines. I guess it's my fault for walking on the rooftop and making a whole bunch of noise. Can you drop down there, Snake? Okay. I'm guessing they found the body there. Oh, I'll do a save state when we're like 10 seconds to go, and then I guess we'll try again.
Huh? Somebody there? There's nobody here.
No, no there isn't. You finally understand. Wake me up when we're ready to go. Like, I accept that I have somewhat killed the pacing of this stream, but this game has also played its part in that as well. It's not getting away like guilty, Oh, excuse me. Wake me up when the stream ends. Astonishingly, I had 2 burritos for dinner, and I'm still hungry. Now, they were vegetarian ones. They were made with jackfruit and had like a barbecue sauce, and they were fucking incredible, but I'm still hungry. Alright. Once more we're feeling. That's it. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to fucking do. Oh, progress. The sweet, sweet taste of progress. This looks like an Airbnb I tried once.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
You do we now? What a name.
Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is currently...
Not like Russia and coups are a thing that, you know, are prevalent in 2023.
Research facility much like this one, OKB 812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
He didn't speak any Russian. Did I miss something there?
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Oh, so yeah, how the fuck would you plan to get him out?
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Yeah, like how are you gonna get a guy just in a crowd of soldiers? There you go. Yeah, turn around, turn around. Do a Kamehameha. That'll work.
Freeze!
Oh, what a surprise.
So this is the legendary boss.
Oh, here he is. Here he fucking is.
Meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a Gru soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
They really picked a direction with him, didn't they?
Get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Gotta be quick off the trigger, my friends. What a lad. I just want to be in the room when Kojima was like, look, I got a direction for Ocelot, right, in the prequel.
Can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
He's like a fucking Batman villain.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
What? What?
Crew operatives?
Oh, if only I had the power to
Stance?
command my elite like that.
That gun. If you're not the boss,
Then you're a bitch.
then die.
CQC.
Major,
Hey, you're fucked.
leave it. Shoot the other one. Whoa!
That's pretty baller. Oh shit, maybe he really is Batman. Hasn't killed a single person yet.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
Ah, yeah.
You filthy American dog!
If you'd have spent more time training on your gun technique and not meowing to your fucking general army.
It was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
What is going on? Hey, young Ramen Puts. Thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Well, that was a whole bunch that just happened there.
Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov.
Wait, GRU, is this Despicable Me canon now?
Supporters and Volgans.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I mean, it's Pakistan, probably in the summer.
Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Oh man, you know when it's just the morning after, just a wild party. Everyone's just absolutely wasted. This is what happens. Well, no fear the pills. You decline. You politely decline and move on. Where did this clown go? Is that a gate? Ah, that looks closed off. Oh, this is a dead end, so I don't know, go back, I guess. I like that it does the black bars, like as you change between areas. It's very cool. Oh, cutscene. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer.
Well, Snake just took them down, so they're not that good.
I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes.
The fuck was that?
The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. and without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable.
Shit! They want to press triangle. Ah, fuck it. Oh, never mind. It's fine. I'll go back and check that within the 6 hours of cutscenes this game has. Who could it be? I know what happens here.
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
There's like a filter over the game that gives it that 60s. I really like the way the game looks. What in the Christ?
Hornets.
It's a Metal Gear game, alright. That was cool. The way they're on the camera, that was a nice touch. He's just gonna stand? I mean, I guess what could you do, really?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
Oh, good. This is our vamp, huh?
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Whoa.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Like, you know, the bosses of the first MGS outside of Psycho Mantis, you can still kind of somewhat place in reality.
Kuwabara.
And he's just gone fucking bonkers since then.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Damn,
He's
girl.
not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Wow. Pretty badass. You don't see as much boss cosplay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
You don't go for the hand. She just broke your arm. You don't go for the hand. Kidney punch. And... over you go. There we are.
The new blood has been rejected.
I mean, there's no kind of guarantee there that he's dead from that, you know? It really should have been a more efficient job done with that.
Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
All right. We have motivations. They have been set up. How are we going to put that arm back together? That's what I want to know.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
Take the cyanide pill and we're done.
With me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button.
Not really how this works on the battlefield, but, you know, you do what you gotta do when it's a video game.
Left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left analog stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left analog stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it.
Yeah, is that it? All it
Laceration,
takes?
disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
Alright, let's see if I can remember all that.
Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go
I'm curious to see
those wounds.
how intuitive this whole thing is, because it sounds like there's a whole bunch to that there. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere for a while, are you, mate? Look at you. Alright. Okay, how are we... Alright, so we can move around that way. Let's start with a broken bone, no bandage applied. Let's add a bandage. Do I add another bandage? No bandage applied, not yet disinfected. Okay, let's... Treating stomach aches, it's no good. Venom poisoning, food poisoning, effective treating cold. Okay, where's my... there's my disinfectant. Suffering from deep cut bleeding, no bandage applied. So can I do these in any order? Oh yeah, you need a splint surely for that. There we go. Right. Bone fractured, no bandage applied. So splint and then bandage. Suffering from a deep cut bleeding, no bandage applied. Well, I already gave you the kit. Suffering from a deep cut bleeding. What the fuck do you want then? Oh, it will not accept anything you don't need. Okay, so I can just go as crazy as I want then. Right. Yeah, it's like, it's a cool idea. I wouldn't say it's particularly, like... It's kind of grounded in reality and not at the same time. But, whatever. It's kind of annoying that it gives you the whole... I guess it's to kind of reinforce, like, if you got a cut, like, do this a couple of times just to make sure you've really got it down, like, what you need to do. There we go. We're all patched up. We're all good to go. Yeah. Yeah, I know how it feels, but I don't know how it feels. I'd never want to know how that feels. Bet the adrenaline is pumping though when that happens, huh? You got this, buddy. Ah, that boy.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon.
Oh, I didn't know that, Chaz. From what I understand with shoulders is like when they pop out like that or they dislocate, they can pop like out a lot easier kind of going forward. How did you even do that? I never knew that about you. I've never dislocated or broken anything, which is something that I'm more than happy to keep that way. I had a car tire thrown on my face once. Thanks, Jack. Your brother doesn't strike me as the type that could pull off being able to dislocate your shoulder, but I guess if you're 8, you know. And he's older than you, if I'm right, if I'm correct. So he probably was a bit bigger than you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that definitely makes sense then. This isn't a perspective thing. You can't just because the helicopter's tiny crush it with your fingers, Snake. Well, I guess once it's back in place, then, yeah. I'd imagine... I don't know. I don't know how the anatomy works with things like that. I've never looked into it. You'd think as a wrestling fan, I'd know these sorts of things. Because Lord knows are they dislocating things left, right, and centre. I get the sense with this guy, because, you know, in the Metal Gear games, everyone has depth, everyone has at least like a couple of layers to their personality. I kind of get the feeling with this guy that he's kind of a one-trick pony. He has the depth of, you know, a rock. Ooh, excuse me.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
You just know she's here?
She's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility.
Fucking overcompensating for something, are we, Vulcan? Or Volkov, or whatever your name is.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Yeah, this guy's just a raving lunatic. You warm? Not only does he have his arm broken, now he's about to get toasted alive. Or, you know, we'll be dealing with radioactivity poisoning for, you know, the next 30 odd years. Whoosh. Of course, it's, you know, like you're tucked behind the desk. That's, or you get in a freezer. Both things perfectly legitimate. Oh, we now at the intro of the game, are we? Fuck's sake. There we are. There's the Snake Eater theme. I mean, if you're going to do a James Bond theme, you do need to do a James Bond intro sequence. That is the way. Are the snakes going to be the women that appear? I will grant you. Imagine if Tears of the Kingdom had something like this. Deathloop could have definitely done something like this. I'm trying to think of games that actually might have been suited. Of course it fucking is. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid pressing anything just to make sure, because this will probably be my favorite thing that I see in the entire game. Very good. Very good, Kojima. Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from me here.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean.
I mean, fuck it, they might as well. They got a clean slate at this point.
Arriving at the designated drone.
And let's be honest, it can't be any worse than No Time to Die was.
Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Again, no pressure.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No.
Fox die.
This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
I will say, like, Kojima knows
This morning,
to be
I
quite
met the
tasteful
CIA.
with the way he does certain cutscenes. Because, you know, like, still, this is 2004,
Something
so
even bigger.
you want to pick and choose how much of a cutscene actually uses, like, in-game generated graphics. So doing things like that is very, very tasteful. Very nicely done.
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of
The Russian accents are a lot stronger in this game.
Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borisovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss.
Yeah.
She's a living legend. During World War
Boss,
II,
comma,
she was
the
one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
what he said.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
Mate, you should have played MGS1.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Do those 2 things not? Well, I guess they don't.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Fuck him up.
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
restrain the military, I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off.
I don't know. Did you see what happened on the bridge?
You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1950.
You just don't know when one of those posters is going to be rocking around, huh?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
This just looks like no fun at all.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Going south. That's going very quickly south. Can't even imagine the G-forces on that. There's got to be a better way to do this. Well, he's still alive. Oh, so how is his arm, like, fixed a week after that? Because that looks a little bit more than a dislocation. Oh, good. More fucking cutscenes. Jesus.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This
Gotta be
mission
done.
will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss and our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Yeah, I was too busy being flown around in space almost.
Escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure.
Cool, great. I'm glad we have this context now. This was absolutely necessary.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well.
Yeah. Come on.
That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr.
We're here for another more 10 minutes of dialogue.
He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?"
Yeah.
And Lali Lule Lo.
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
Alright. Okay.
Been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind. And
So keep that in mind, no pressure, and don't fuck this up.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Alright, let's save and let's get the hell out of here.
Paramedic.
Not interested. I just want to save and be done for the evening. Alright.